if you are married and
You just deal what's directly in front of you.
you have marital problem, what is that? Ultimately, is that you want something you're not getting from your partner, therefore you
Right.
complain, right? Like it's a constant kind of back and forth trying to be like, I want more of this from you,
Hmm.
but then you're not giving it to me,
It's true.
or I don't like what you're doing. Like for example, the typical like, oh, that the guy doesn't wash the dishes, and then the woman get pissed off. It's like, yeah, why don't you wash your? Because I'm not saying there isn't a legitimate reason. Obviously, maybe
Yeah.
she's so busy, and then why
But in
don't you
that
do the
in
other
that case, she just wants him to do more dishes.
to
Yeah.
do more dishes? But again, it's like I want you to do certain things that I want. That's
Yeah.
You might have a legitimate reason because like you can have the concept like, okay, I work so hard and
Yeah.
they should
But
do
even
equal
just
level.
basic expectations about life kind of becomes a problem because I mean, it just everybody likes doing things their way. And
Right.
sometimes, just the smallest things are gonna really like annoy you because at least for me it would be the case. Like I noticed that I get irritable about small things and I'm like, but that's just there's no reason to like wanted to do it some specific way. It's just some people do it differently. But because you're
Right.
used to like, I don't know, if you're used to doing something like, okay, if you're used to washing dishes right after you eat the food and the other person doesn't do it, it would bother you essentially because
Right.
the person who is worried about cleanliness more is just the more orderly person in the relationship, right?
Right.
And just they will be kind of like, okay, this is a problem because it should be like this. It should be like that. I have
But
a
you
higher
see,
standard of
it's
cleanliness, right? And it's going to be a
it
conflict. It's just on that
yeah,
level.
it's again, it's the desires. One person have a set of standards and desires, and they want something. So this is kind of what us as creatures, it's like even animals. Like I see this is tasty, I found it, and I'm gonna eat it. It's like you are consuming something, you want something, you that kind of makes all the that's the source of all the conflicts. Like, oh, I want this. No, I want this, right? So it's a zero sum game. Somebody gotta win, somebody gotta lose because of how we're dividing things up. These can be problems if you stand in the perspective of like, oh, I'm not getting the thing I want. Therefore, it's a problem, right? Is it really a problem? No, it's just that's how you're dividing things. So, in terms of what you just said about the spiritual teacher, I think he's just pointing it out like, yeah, there is no problem in the world. The way of saying it is a
Hmm.
problem is only because you're not getting what you wanted, right? And you are doing all these mental gymnastics or whatever to get frustrated. You're getting frustrated because you're not getting what you want. And that's a kind of really messy life that people are living in. We all do, right? Like, oh, we're not getting certain things. Oh, we lost this, we lost that. And then you feel sad about it. Well, not only do you not have to do that, but that's kind of how you created this problem in the first place by
Hmm.
defining it as like a 0 and 1. Like, oh, I lost this. I won this, as opposed to just see life as this kind of, I guess what I'm trying to say is that we're constantly in conflict in our head about objectives that we define in life and
Hmm.
then the kind of the flow of life. It's almost like you're trying to catch, like the river is constantly flowing, but then you're trying to stay in place, and you want something out of this thing that you can't even get at. But then, so basically, you're looking at life at this sort of as an illusion, right? It is an illusion that you're defining these things as the way that you see them, even though in itself, like you don't have to see it that way, or literally these are not the reality of the situation, but you are totally seeing
Yeah.
it in the wrong way, or in a way that's colored your vision.